Hello, online crew. We're going to talk about the brain today. You up for that? If you're not familiar with my lives, the very first live of the week, I talk about something to do with personal growth, personal development, something to help you think about the person that you are. Because honestly, it's you that's going to be the one that makes you successful in business. It's not all the social media stuff. Now, you're probably coming across this video or watching me live because you want to learn about all the social media stuff. You want to learn how to build your business online and attract more people to you so you can gain more customers, build a team, get more clients, etc. I get it. We all want to do that. We're all looking for the silver bullet to build our business online faster. But honestly, the difference at the end of the day is not all the social media. Good start, Helen. Social media skills you're going to learn. It's you. It's the way that you think. It's what you do. It's what you don't do. It's what you believe. It's how you, show up every day for yourself and for your team and for your business and all the things. There is no one more important than you in building a successful business on social media. I hope that makes sense. So I will never apologize and I will never stop talking about this kind of stuff because people don't realize how important it is to step into that person that is worthy of a successful business first before you actually get the success in business. Okay, so today I want to talk to you about some things that I'm learning about the brain. Like, this stuff fascinates me. It might not fascinate you, but it definitely fascinates me about how our brain works and how we're actually much more in control of being successful than we think we are. So there's three main things. Well, there's four things that I'm learning at the moment because, I'm not busy enough. But one is about the human brain. Like, that just stuff fascinates me. So I just do that for fun. Secondly, I'm learning a lot about mental health, which sort of comes hand in hand as well. Menopause, gut health, women, you know where I'm coming from. I think as you get older, it's interesting, male or female, how much more interested we get in health because things just start to break down. And obviously all things online, social media, digital marketing or whatever. So I'm a constant, anybody else a self-confessed learning junkie. You've just got to manage your time and be super organized. Thankfully, I'm a super organized person, so I can sort of manage all of that. But what I want to talk to you about is about some of the things that I'm learning from a guy called Jim Kwik. If you don't know who Jim Kwik is, then look him up. Okay. If you are joining me live, say hello so I can give you a shout out. Just a couple of things before I go into the content from Jim Kwik is, are you registered for the video challenge? The video challenge, the free 7-day video challenge that I'm running, starts next week. I will be going into the video challenge Facebook group today. I've got a Zoom call after this, but after that, I'll be going into the video challenge Facebook group to give you the content for all 7 days. So if you're in that group, then watch out for that information. If you have not registered for the video challenge, but you want to get more traction on social media, then register. I'm just putting the link up on Facebook now, but if you're watching on YouTube or Instagram and you can't see the link, it's helenmartinonline.com/video. Share that with your friends in the industry. Help them to gain confidence going live. Do not miss this opportunity of going live and getting more traction and more engagement and more reach for your content leading up to things like Black Friday, Christmas, New Year's, etc. You want to be more visible at this time of year because this is the time of year where people are evaluating a lot of the things, including the year that was, the year that's coming, how healthy or unhealthy they are, how happy or unhappy they are, how they've been overworked and underpaid, and they're open to looking at new things. So get your face out there a little bit more than normal by taking advantage of the video challenge. And as I always say with the video challenge, you can blame it on me for what you're saying. You can say, I'm participating in a video challenge. You can do that on Facebook or Instagram and say, the content that Helen has given us today is, so you don't have to worry about what you're talking about every day. I mean, you still have to come up with the right words to come out of your mouth, but I'm giving you the topic for the day. You can blame it on me. There is no better way to start doing live video than in a challenge like this. So who's in? Who's already registered? I want to know. Put it in the comments. And here's what I want to say about the brain and about what I'm learning from Jim Kwik. And if you don't know who Jim Kwik is, his story is quite fascinating. He was actually had an injury as a kid, which turned into a brain injury, which means he had multiple learning difficulties. So as a kid, he used to hide underneath the sheets with a torch and comic books. And he taught himself how to read and how to absorb, words and learning, like, because he had huge learning difficulties from having a brain injury. And he taught himself how to learn and how to read through comic books at night when he went to bed with a torch, learning that way. And there's a whole story behind that. I won't go into it. But essentially, he's the world's #1 leading expert in the brain and brain performance. Okay. And I want to share with you 3 things that I've learned from his training. And I think this is just so important. And this is what I talk about all the time, but this is not from me this time. This is from the #1's lead, brain expert. And I feel really strongly about this kind of stuff because I don't think people get it enough. Everyone's chasing the social media training, the latest reels thing, or the latest, this will get you more organic reach, or this will train the algorithm, or this will get you more engagement, or do this because this leader is doing that and that's where they're getting all the success. It's literally you that's going to make you successful. And I'll give you 2 examples, okay? One, the video challenge that I'm just talking about. Do you know how many people register and will join the video challenge that will never start on day 1? Why is that? Life gets in the way. Fear overcomes them. They're like, I don't know what to say. I don't look good enough. I'm not an expert. I don't have much success. Who's going to listen to me? What if Auntie Betty is listening? What if my ex is listening? What if my sister is listening? What if my parents are listening? All the excuses under the sun come in. I don't have time. I don't have the skill. I don't know what buttons to push. So many people register for things like that and never, ever get started. I'll give you another example. For my team at the moment, in my network marketing team, I'm in the industry with you, having all the challenges that you guys face as well, just at a different level. Okay? I just might have a few more years experience under my belt. So I put on a challenge in November for my team. Heaps of people in the team put their hand up to do the challenge. How many people are doing it every day? Not as many as put up their hand. And you know why? It's got nothing to do with me, nothing to do with the challenge, nothing to do with the support, nothing to do with the training, nothing to do with anything other than the individual. Your success in this industry, what you do, what you don't do, what you tell yourself, is entirely up to you. It's all in your head. It's all in your head. The people that are having more success in this industry have just got better, positive, more, wonderful things going on through their brain. They don't make excuses. They're not blaming their upline. They're not blaming anyone else. They're not giving into their excuses. They're actually making time for their business. They're doing what they need to do to learn what they need to learn to go and actually build their business and do the do. Okay? You are in so much more control than you think of having more success in your business. But you're stopping yourself doing things that you know you need to do because of the little thoughts that come in your head. The things that you tell yourself, the things that you actually literally believe, like, I don't have enough time. You do have enough time. You don't prioritize your business. If you suddenly got sick, or if a family member suddenly got sick, you would make the time. You would have to deal with the time to deal with that thing. Like, if your business means that much to you, you'll find the time. What our brain does is it tells us to stay away from things that make us feel uncomfortable. I talk about this all the time. So your brain will tell you not to post, not to go live, not to send the message, not to post the reel, not to do this, not to do that, because it's a little bit uncomfortable. Because you maybe don't know how to do it yet, or you don't know what people are going to think of you. So it's a little bit uncomfortable. So your brain goes, don't do it, go and do the dishes instead. Go and scroll social media instead. Go and cook something instead. Like go and do something instead. Like your brain literally tells you to go and do something else because it's uncomfortable. Okay? Now, getting back to the training. So register for the video challenge. And if you're my team, get on the November challenge, stop making excuses, do what you need to do to build your business. Okay? So again, your success in your business is nothing to do with your company or your products or the comp plan or your upline or the lack of training. It's completely down to you. So don't blame anyone else other than what yourself. You can go and find solutions if you want to go and find solutions. Okay, it's totally up to you, and it's totally achievable. There are leaders in every single company out there. Even if you don't have the best products or the best comp plan or the best training or the best upline or the best, whatever, there are leaders in every company. Why? Because they're going and making it happen. So you can go and make it happen if you want to go and make it happen. Okay, so back to Jim Kwik. I'm going to refer to the three things and there's lots of things, but three main things that you need to be very aware of with your brain about being successful. And I'm going to relate that to this industry. Okay. First one, you have to update your mindset in what you believe is possible for you. How many of you actually believe to your core, like you wake up in the morning and know that you're going to be at the top of your company? Or you know that you're going to be a six-figure earner, or you know you're going to get to that next rank before Christmas or before June next year or whatever. You just know because you believe it and you feel it. Many of you want it, but you actually, when you really think about it, you don't believe it. So in this industry, something that you might need to do is update your own mindset in what you believe is actually possible for you. You have to believe it. So if you want it, but the little voice in your head is saying, oh, it's probably not going to happen. Guess what? It's not going to happen. And this takes practice because you might want it, but if your belief system, because you've never done that before or no one else in your family has ever been wealthy before, if your subconscious is telling you different things, you got some work to do. So this is where the brain comes in. This is where working on your affirmations, reading, journaling, all the things that you guys don't want to do. I know even the VIPs in my VIP program, they don't do all the things that I know they need to do. They just want to do all the social media stuff, but they're not doing the affirmations and the journaling or all the stuff because that's not the stuff they think they need, but that's actually the stuff that they actually need. You need to believe that you can be successful before you're going to be successful. So you might need to update your mindset. That's something that a lot of you might need to do. Update your mindset in what you believe is possible. In this industry, if you need some work in that area, stay plugged in with your team calls. Stay plugged in with your leaders. Don't expect your mentor or your upline to reach out to you all the time going, are you okay? Reach out to them if you need help. Take responsibility for that. I'm sure your uplines and your sponsor go, yeah, sure, what do you need? But if you don't do that, you're probably not necessarily going to get all the support that you might need right now. Like reach out to somebody and ask them for help. Like take responsibility for that. Stay plugged into your team calls. Watch the recordings if you can't watch them live because it will help build that belief. If you need belief in what's possible, if you need to build that belief in knowing that you can do it too, you've got to stay plugged into what your team is doing. If you lose sight of that, if you don't stay plugged in, I guarantee you, I see it in my team all the time. You'll just do less and less and less, and you'll become really disconnected with your business. So stay plugged in if you need to build your belief. Okay? Number 2 from Jim Kwik. You have to update your mindset in what you believe you deserve. If you have mirrors in your house, you've got a mirror in your house somewhere, do you not? Put yes in the comments. Do you have a mirror somewhere in your house, even if it's in your bathroom? So we've got mirrors in our house in the bathroom. We've also got a mirror in the atrium. When I walk through the house, I go up the stairs into the kitchen. There's a big mirror there. I am deliberately stopping myself. Now, you can think I'm weird if you like, but I know I need to build my own belief in what I'm capable of, what I can achieve, and what I deserve. So I'm stopping myself deliberately in the mirror and going, you are worthy and deserving of. And then I'm finishing that sentence for me. You need to believe that you're worthy and deserving of what it is that you want. And you need to tell your own face that. I'm not kidding. So in the words of Jim Quick, you have to update. I'm reading this now. You have to update your mindset in what you believe you deserve. Some of you, your subconscious is telling you don't deserve much. So you need to, especially depending on your background, how you were brought up or how your family might struggle, your subconscious might be, well, no one in my family has ever really been really wealthy, so I probably won't be either. Like, you just don't believe it, or you don't believe you're worthy of it. You need to tell your own brain, and you need to repeat to yourself over and over again what you believe you deserve. And you all deserve greatness. You all deserve to be wealthy. You all deserve success. You all deserve to be great leaders. But you have to step into that. Nobody's going to make that happen for you. And no whiz-bang social media training is going to make that happen for you. Like the example I just gave you, whether it's like a video challenge or something I'm putting on for my team, it's not that the training or the support or the system or the duplication isn't there. It's up to the individual to come to the table. And they'll either come to the table or they don't. So that's up to you. You either come to the table and do what you need to do, or you don't. So you can't complain about not having success in your business if you don't do what you need to do. And it all starts with your mindset. And updating your mindset with not only what you believe is possible for yourself, but what you believe you deserve. And you all deserve more than probably what you've got going on right now. Whether you need it or not. Some of you are in this industry and you don't actually need the income. You're okay. You're set. But you deserve more success. You deserve more money because, you're worthy of that. Like, tell yourself that. And some of you desperately need the income. So tell yourself, tell your own face in the mirror, you are deserving of that. You are deserving of not struggling. You are deserving of not having more bills at the end of the month than money. You are worthy and you are deserving of whatever you believe you are. You got to believe that. Okay? And the third one, according to Jim Quick, update your energy and drive. His words, if you're lethargic, like you're not very energized, like you're a little bit flat with life, you're a little bit flat in your energy, you're not a really happy type person, you're just a type person, update your energy and drive. If you're lethargic and not motivated, you won't do what you know you need to do. You got to agree with that, don't you? Like, you need to get motivated to build your business, and sometimes you're just not motivated to do that. And that might be related to, your energy and drive. So for me, how that plays out is physically how I feel. Drop a 5 down below if that resonates with you. If you physically feel good, then you feel more energized to build your business. And when you don't physically feel good, you're not energized to build your business. Like, that's how I feel in my business. Like, when I look after myself more, when I work on my energy levels, when I fuel my body with the right, supplements and nutrients to help me build that energy, when I exercise in the morning, things like that, when I do things for myself that make me feel better, I'm actually more energized to build my business and do the things that I know I need to do, but I don't necessarily want to do. But my energy and my motivation is at a higher level because I'm working on my energy and drive. So again, some of you might be looking for the latest silver bullet with social media, but your energy and drive is so low that nothing you learn regarding the latest Reels strategy or the latest TikTok strategy or, all the, how to do something, none of that's really going to matter because your energy and drive is so low. You're not going to go and do it anyway. Do you get what I'm saying? So these three things are so crucial for you to pay attention to, along with what you're, and I see it all the time. I'll put a training out like this, and I'll get half the views than I do when I'm talking about the latest social media strategy or how to boost your engagement or, this real strategy is working amazing or whatever. Everyone wants to know that, but not enough people are working on this, because you dictate your life. You dictate your level of happiness. You dictate your energy. No one's coming to save you. So what are you going to do for you? And how are you going to, like in the words of Jim Quick, how are you going to, what's his words, update your mindset in what you believe is possible for you, what you believe you actually deserve, and how you're going to update your energy and drive. Start with those three things. And this is why I talk about this stuff at the beginning of the week. Like, set your week up with this kind of stuff going, she's probably got a good point. I need to work on my mindset. I need to look in the mirror every day and go, you are worthy and you are deserving of whatever it is that you want to get to. Some people might want $500 a month. Some people might want $5,000 a month. It doesn't matter what success means to you. But what are you working towards? And you need to tell yourself that you're worthy and deserving of that. And you need to get into the energy and drive. If you've got no energy and drive to go after what it is you want, your brain will talk you out of it. It'll tell you to sleep. It'll tell you to watch TV. It'll tell you to scroll. You won't even recognize it's happening. And your days are turning into weeks, are turning into months, are turning into years, and you're not getting anywhere near where you want to be, because you are not in tune with updating your mindset in what you believe you deserve and what you actually believe is possible for you. Because when you think like that, you'll go and make it happen. You'll come across the right people. You'll come across the right trainings. You'll come across, something that'll be a light bulb moment for you. You'll come across a little tip that's going, yeah, I'm going to do that every day. I'm going to, every mirror I walk past in my house, I'm going to double back and go, you are worthy and deserving of more. We're going after it. Like, I don't know, you need to see things and hear things that are going to set you up for success. That you got to be in tune with that. Your brain and the way you think is ultimately going to give you success in this industry or not. And most of you are highly unaware that you want it, but your brain is actually talking you out of, I don't have enough time. I don't have the skill level. What's Auntie Sally going to think? I'm not sure. The fear is just bigger than the dream. So you end up talking yourself out of things and you're not even aware of it. Take control, guys. Take control of your mind. Do your absolute best to practice being positive, to practice believing what you think is possible. Tell yourself that, to practice what you believe you deserve, and say it over and over again and start to believe it. When you start to believe what's possible for yourself, you start to believe that you're worthy. You start to believe that you can do it. You start to believe that it's going to happen. It will happen. But if you're one of these people that says, I don't have time, I'm not good at network marketing, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that, I can't, I won't, you will fight for your limitations every time it comes in here or comes out there. If you keep telling yourself you don't have enough time, you won't have enough time. If you keep telling yourself you're not good at recruiting, you won't be good at recruiting. If you keep telling yourself you're not good at reels or stories or coming up with content or whatever it is, that's exactly what your reality is going to turn out like. So let's flip the script and start working on what's going on up here, because this is what's going to help you be more successful in this industry. I hope I'm making sense. You are in so much more control than you think you are. And I just want for you guys to start to believe that and work on that so it can actually happen for you. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Now, I've got 5 minutes to get on another Zoom call, so I better wrap this up. It's just so powerful. And again, the belief piece, if you need more belief in your company, in the industry, in what you're doing, stay more plugged into your team calls, your team chats, what your team are doing, because I guarantee you your team are doing something that can help build your belief. But unless you stay plugged into that, you go cold. Okay. And we all need support. And don't rely on anyone else. It's not your upline's fault that they don't have the training or they're not checking in on you or any of that. You've got to go and make it happen. No one else is going to make it happen but you. Okay. So make sure you jump on the next video challenge, which is starting next Monday. I am jumping in the video challenge group today after my next Zoom call to give you the topic for the 7 days. So that's coming. So watch out for that. I'll catch up with that tomorrow. But register for the video challenge, helenmartinonline.com/video. No excuses. Get out there more. That's a good way to start. Okay. I hope you got some value in this video. I'll catch up with your comments shortly. I better go for now, but I'll see you on my next live video this week. Okay. Bye.